All right, it's been a little while, but we're back with another HovindWatch. Uh, is it HovindWatch? Yeah. Now more HovindWatch. I can't even remember the name of my own project. What is wrong with me? So, are you recording, Seth? Oh, okay. Hey, sheesh. I'm fucking paranoid here. Oh, anyway. Um, so yeah. Um, I was debating today whether or not we were going to watch his was it the Friday open mic? Yeah, Friday open mic or not? Because for whatever reason, Thursday he had this that weirdo guy he's been talking to a lot, that GPH or whatever dude. He's got like a bullshit health, certification. Or we could have watched his open mic, but I'm like, nah, I'm just not feeling the open mics anymore. Even though I believe our friend Tyler goes on there and kicks Kent's ass again, so maybe we'll look at that in isolation. I decided we'd go on and watch a stream from yesterday morning, Proverbs 20, chapter 3. More great advice from the smartest man who ever lived.
Good morning, folks. Ken Hovind here in the crew.
Let us get that going, and I'm going to shift the microphone just a bit so that Seth can hear this. Give me just a moment with my sound settings. Output device. There we go. Should have a Hovind.
At Dinosaur Adventureland in lovely Lenox, Alabama. It is September the 7th, 2025. This morning we'll be in Proverbs chapter 20. We only got one or two verses covered last time about wine. Stirred up a few
That's because you never shut the fuck up, Hovind.
comments on that, didn't we? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. Do it. Drink all you want. I'm not going to touch it. Huh? My slides? I got them. I'm plugged in. Oh, no, I'm not. I got to go this way. There. Okay. Good. There we go. September the 7th. First mistake this year, brother. I made it to August. Man. Okay. Proverb 20.
If everyone doesn't laugh in the background, they get beaten with a rubber hose. Hovind.
More great advice from the smartest man who ever lived, King Solomon. God gave him more wisdom than any man's ever had. God said he would. Smart fella, okay? So we'll be to Proverbs chapter 20 in just a few minutes. We're on, let's see, on Facebook, on Rumble. All the numbers keep growing. Sign up for all of them just so in case they shut us.
Well, that's usually how social numbers go. They tend to perpetually grow. Very rarely do they drop unless something massive happens. And that's a funny thing. It's like the I know it's half joking, but I feel like some of these people, these big influencers, take this shit seriously. Of like, oh, let's get this video to 5,000 likes, and it's like it's inevitably going to reach that number. It is a statistical fact that it will, in so long as YouTube still exists, get that high. So any video can get 1 billion views if it's up for long enough. Theoretically, technically speaking, but I digress.
Awful one, you'll have it someplace else. Our app, KentHovind.tv, our Instagram, TikTok, just download all of them. Okay, here we are, September the 7th. Today is blood moon, but you can't see it from America. You got to be over in Asia or someplace to see. Here's what happens. Usually the moon...
you got to be, through Africa and Central Europe primarily is what I remember seeing the tracking path for. And we'd still get a partial effect, so it's all good. I actually really like partial lunar eclipses.
Is closer to the Earth, and it goes through the black part of our shadow, making an eclipse, and the moon turns black while it passes through our...
Through the black part of our shadow, as if there's any other part of a shadow that isn't quote-unquote black. Also, why do you have to describe it as the black part of the shadow, Kent? Why not the dark part? Or how about just goes through our shadow? Because people know what shadows are. We figured that out pretty quickly in our childhoods. Hey, light over here, weird dark spot over here. Huh. What is that, Mommy? That's a shadow. Oh, okay. God, I just pulled a Hovind with that one. But, the man who doesn't think about race or anything, happened to have described it as the black part of our shadow. Like, come on.
Shadow out there in space. Very rarely, the moon is a little further away and goes through the red part of our shadow. Because our atmosphere acts like a prism, and it breaks the sunlight up into the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and the moon goes through the red part, and the moon turns red.
Can't quit trying to teach science. You sound like a fucking idiot even when you're saying stuff that isn't wrong.
It's no big deal. The world's not going to end. It happens every, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. We get a blood moon. Not a big deal. So don't panic, okay? Don't sell all your stuff and stand on the roof and say, Lord, I'm waiting for you. Okay.
Only do it when Hovind tells you to do it. And oh, here he goes trying to whore out his turtle again.
Still looking for a wife for Turbo. A lady donated the money to buy one. We looked all around. We can't find one. So African spurred tortoise, female. He's 17 years old. Please help Turbo. He's 17, friendly, strong, handsome. Well, to a female. He has his own house paid for. Carries it with him everywhere he goes. Yep. Bring your whole family, the whole church. That kid had a blast riding Turbo around. He didn't even feel.
You really shouldn't subject the turtle to that, and I guarantee you he feels it, Kent. That's his goddamn spine they're riding on. What the fuck, Kent? Get him off that fucking turtle.
I don't think, okay? By the way, we had a new record yesterday. You've done, DAL folks don't even know about this one. A 93-year-old man took the real tour and survived. If you've not taken the real tour, you really haven't lived. You need to come.
It's okay, Kent. If taking your real tour is living, I'd rather have quote unquote no life, as so many of your dumbass followers want to act like I do or don't. Do you have no life, or does one not have a life? I guess it depends on how you want to phrase it.
Visit Dinosaur Adventureland. We got done with one bunch of kids yesterday. I did 5 tours yesterday. I hardly talk. He said, let's do it again. Do it again. Next year when you come back, okay? Come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. You can share our channel with other people, like it, comment, make all that stuff, subscribe, whatever you're supposed to do, and share it with others. But this is cool. There's no evidence of intelligent design. So we studied the fastest, most aerodynamic bird and modeled our bomber after it.
Yeah, that's called form follows function. That's aerodynamics for you. That's going to apply to an evolutionary process, Kent. Also, nothing else about the B-2 bomber and that bird are really related. It's really kind of coincidental, the shape, to be honest. We kind of understood flying wing concepts, and a lot of that is due to the radar reflection issue, since that's also supposed to be a stealth bomber. So the different particular bulges and the like, the flying wing concept, yeah, there's a lot of engineering you don't know anything about. And I guarantee you that bird has a bigger radar cross-section than that B-2 Spirit. You don't know shit, Kent.
But there's no evidence of design, is there? You guys, you need help, serious help, okay? God, the creator, thought of it first. There's a whole bunch of children's books and other books about this topic.
Your God didn't think of a goddamn thing, because that piece of shit doesn't exist. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, Hovind.
God thought of it first. Like the burdock thistle, somebody studied that and invented Velcro. I think
once again, no. They noticed something natural that was an odd property, and I'm not even sure if it was necessarily that particular plant or not. I thought it was something else, but I could easily be mistaken. It really doesn't matter. Any of those spores or seed pods or however that will attach to something, it doesn't take much to think, this perfectly natural adaptation, we could develop something artificial that uses the same hook and loop principles. Oh, look, it works.
A few of our inventions are modeled after things that God already made. Okay, let's see. Anyway.
Things that evolved in nature, you fucking idiot.
You can help us to open for free. Join our 777 club. I like what you're doing. Keep going, okay?
I just noticed something. I know the camera angle changes because for some reason they're constantly taking down and putting up the broadcast equipment. So the camera angle can't changes constantly, but he must have been playing with the Pope Dan picture up there, because now it's completely covering the neck of Dino Lamp. Because we see this man in the few clips we get sometimes where the camera stays on too long, having to play with the toys, like he's got a little fidget problem, which I can relate to. I got shit all over my desk I just fiddle around with. So that's been helping me clean it up, and I keep putting more shit on it. It's annoying him. I can get wanting things to keep you entertained with that little quirk. Because, again, I think Kent is somewhere on the spectrum. And honestly, he and I share a lot of psychological miswiring in some ways. But playing around with like the Pope Dan thing is just fucking weird. And his obsession with having these monuments to people and things he hates, really disturbing.
We don't charge anything. It costs us a fortune to survive.
We don't charge anything, but it's expensive as fuck for us, so we're going to guilt trip you into giving us money. You know, it probably don't cost half of what he says it does to actually operate that piece of shit place.
1,000 meals a month we serve here. But DrDino.com, almost 9.5 years now. Get our video series, What on Earth, our creation seminar series, 18 hours for $50. That'll really strengthen your faith. Get the series on what on earth is about to happen. And we still need some help. David departed and he needed help. He was running from King Saul. His own father-in-law tried to kill him.
Kent must have genuine windows, because it also means he needs help. If you don't know, go to my channel and look up Genuine Windows. You will enjoy it.
And he escaped. And everyone that was in distress or in debt or discontented came and said, I want to work with you, David. We got something like that here. I love it. If you got a humble spirit, you want to serve the Lord, we'll help you, okay? Let's see. I'm going to love talking to King David up in heaven. Let's see, I did all that already.
Well, Nimrod, regarding inspiration from birds, I mean, it's the same thing of like, they can fly. Let's see if we can fly. But we don't use any... There's nothing about the way birds fly that we use beyond fundamental physics of lift. We don't have flapping wing assemblies. You know, that's just not how aircraft works, so...
See, Turbo. Oh, a guy in Maple Park, Illinois would like to come down and help us. And he's got a 175-pound tortoise. It's not the right kind for Turbo. But the name is Joe. If you want to be a blessing and help him move...
Oh, yeah, it's not the right kind for Turbo, but I thought they were all the turtle kind, Kent. Is it the same kind, or is it not the same kind? See how the problem with kind is? It's kind of stupid. Also, there's my thumbnail.
Down here from the Chicago suburb. If you got a truck or want to make an excuse to come down to visit Dinosaur Adventureland, can bring Joe and all his...
Oh, don't worry. I'll make an excuse to get as far away from that hellhole as possible. Honestly, being here in Memphis is a little too close.
Give me a call. 855-BIG-DINO, extension 3. Joe, he's a carpenter. We need a carpenter. I'll help you move down there. Okay. We're adding 4 more sections onto the ark. I should get some updated pictures.
You can't get any updated pictures because you hadn't been making progress on the ark, but you sure got your stupid drogue stones there. Remember, you can prove anything if you find a box full of rocks.
The ark is coming along really well. Love it, love it, love it. As of, gee whiz, a month ago now. So if you want to help us build Noah's Ark, there we go. Added 4 sections there and 4 more to go, and we're done. Yay. Each section is 12 foot. There we go. Where did I leave off here? Joseph, hang on. It's been a busy day. Solomon, no. I want to go home. Slide number 953. I love these live shows, okay? We talked about last time.
I love these live shows like you do anything else, Kent. I'd hate to see pre-recorded content with Joseph being your tech guy. At least Steve Lynn was actually able to do something.
Time about wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and I mentioned I've never touched it, and I said give the reasons why I think probably you should not even touch it. And if you want to, go ahead. Okay, it's not... Do what you want to do, but I'm not going to. The same word is used for grape juice and wine. I think it was grape juice. You drink it the same day, John chapter 2. There's no chance of becoming an alcoholic if you don't touch it. No chance, okay? Save lots of money. That's a better testimony for the Lord, I think, and no stumbling block. Okay, Proverbs chapter 22. From chapter 10 through 22, there's over 400 wise sayings. Proverbs 20 continues the collection of Solomon's wise sayings, his advice for his sons. With 700 wives, he probably had lots of sons, I'm guessing, okay? Solomon focuses on numerous things which harm the unwise. Among them, laziness, wrong values, bad decisions. How many have ever been harmed in your life physically or financially because you made a bad decision? Anybody?
Yeah, 5 out of 4 women made a bad decision at all marrying, quote unquote, you. That's right. I'm counting the next one into the list. So Joseph, you're making a bad decision here. Although you're the top contender since Bowling Ball left. Oh, by the way, I'm not one for spreading random rumors and shit, but I should remind everyone that apparently there's an issue with bowling and paying child support. Not that it matters to any of the crazy religious beliefs they have, but, just it speaks a lot about them as people when we bring these things up.
How about because you were lazy? How about because you had the wrong values? Solomon, this is advice for all of us here, okay? He says, it's an honor for a man
Solomon don't know shit.
to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling. Some people got to get involved in everybody. They'll walk past people having a conversation and they stop and butt in their 2 cents worth. Don't be meddling, okay? The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. It's too cold, I can't go plow my field. Therefore, shall he beg?
You ain't plowing other things too, Kent. Ain't nothing you're plowing right now. Run.
In harvest and have nothing. The sluggard is lazy. 60 most ridiculous excuses people actually use to get out of work. The employee couldn't come in because...
What was the source of that? Fucking Reader's Digest? Bruh, come on. Just go into the lowest generic, like, Reader's Digest has had its benefits, I should say, but in the post-internet world, it's pretty sloppy. It's kind of whatever.
Because his llama wouldn't stop barfing, so he couldn't come to work. He got stuck in the blood pressure machine at the grocery store, couldn't get out. Yeah. One employee broke his arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich, so I can't come to work. When he said a fortune teller had asked him not to step out of the house or he would suffer brain hemorrhage. One employee couldn't come to work because she accidentally got on a plane. These are excuses they use. An employee had to attend the funeral of his wife's cousin's pet because he was the uncle of the pallbearer. Okay. One employee, false teeth flew out the window while driving down the highway. Can't come to work today. Okay. One employee claimed the ozone in the air flattened his tires. That'll do it. Yep. One guy said was bowling the game of his life and he couldn't make it to work. Can't quit bowling. It keeps working.
This sounds like, some shit random people just made the fuck up, that this is sort of a comedy bit, Kent. It feels like what amounts to, a kind of subtle comedy.
Okay. One employee said she was bitten by a duck. Oh, that's serious. One employee had a traumatic stress from a large spider found in her home and had to stay home to deal with it. What, the stress or the spider? Okay. One employee caught the uniform on fire by putting it in the microwave. One employee woke up in a good mood and didn't want to ruin it by having to go to work. One employee's dead grandmother was being exhumed for a police investigation, so I got to stay home. One employee forgot he'd been hired. I see. Excuses. There's that song, excuses, excuses. You hear them every day. That's hilarious. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold.
Hey, I got a song for you, Kent. It's from what's that band? They really knew how to rock. In fact, they always ended the shows with we are we play rock and roll. Oh yeah, Motorhead. It was a song called God Was Never on Your Side. You might want to check that out.
51 best excuses for homework. I heard these all the time in my 15 years of teaching. Okay, the dog ate my homework. The computer broke. My mom forgot it. Oh, yeah, blame mom. That works real good. Okay.
Seth just had to go in. Can't come to work today. My kid just drowned in Kent Owens Lake. Excuse me, drowned in Kent Owens Lake. Also, I can't come to work. I was crushed by a fiberglass crab. Oh, and
the internet was out.
Goddamn hilarious.
Grandma died again. The older kids took it off me and tore it up. Oh, okay. Mom wanted to display my homework on the fridge. She was so proud of it. I finally did it once. Okay. The police confiscated it as evidence. Good excuse. Okay. I was abducted by aliens and they took it. I see. I sent it to you in the post. My dad mistook it for a letter and posted it to China. I had to burn it in the fireplace to keep them warm. Good excuse. It flew out the window of the car. I thought I'd do it tomorrow because I'd be older and wiser then. Yeah, good excuse. Okay. I did my homework. It's all up here in my head. That'll work. I didn't do it because I didn't want to add to your workload, to the teacher's workload. Yeah. My hand fell asleep and I didn't want to wake it up.
Kent, you're just boomer chuckling at these random ass quips about a kid not doing homework. If there was any point you're trying to make, you've long ago lost everybody. You're just bloviating and love to hear your own voice.
Excuses. Jesus told us clearly, the Bible tells us clearly many times, go preach the gospel, go preach, go preach. He told us clearly what we're supposed to do. What's your excuse?
Don't eat, don't sleep, don't bathe yourself, don't wipe your ass, don't eat any food, don't do anything. Just go preach the gospel. There'll be a corpse out there. Your bones will still preach the gospel. Because that's what I want. Because I'm Jesus. Everyone got to sub me and my daddy.
Are you not doing it? What's your excuse? 50 times the word preach is found in the Bible. When God said to Adam, God called Adam and said, "Where are you? Where art thou?" He said, "I heard."
Funny that God doesn't know where the fuck somebody is. That tiny ass garden. You don't know where Adam's chilling. Probably discovering, more fun things to do with Eve. Since they ate and they learned, hey, we can do other things. Things I can't say on YouTube. Yeah.
I heard your voice, and I couldn't come because I was naked. First man ever created made an excuse to not do what God told him to do. He said, "Who told you we're naked? Did you eat off that tree?" He said, "The woman that you gave me, he's passing the buck." How many have ever done something wrong and you tried to pass the buck off to somebody else? It's their fault. Can't be my fault. It's somebody else's fault. That woman that you...
Who's going to tell him?
Who's going to tell him indeed?
It hurts. It's so cringy.
I broke 100 laws to put me in jail because of DVD 5.
So God, this is actually your fault. You gave me that woman.
But it's the kid. Yeah, the kid drowned himself. Let us note there's a child crying in the background. There is a young, defenseless child at this nightmarish hellscape of an attraction in bumfuck Alabama. How many miles away from a hospital are they? I don't even want to know.
Just the indoctrination alone.
Yeah.
No shot.
Just that gets fucked.
2-year-old.
That's all you got.
Yep.
2-year-old. Also, that kid seems to be wanting a lot for a 2-year-old. I feel like they'd be a little less baby crying at that age. I think my niece was a little bit more stable at that point. But I don't know. I'm not a parent.
He said to the woman, "What is this that thou hast done?" She said, "The serpent. Pass the buck. Blame it on the serpent." I like that sermon by David Ring. David Ring has cerebral palsy. He starts off, "Hi, my name's David Ring. I got cerebral..."
God damn it, Kent. Can you not fucking mimic people like that? Can you not mock them? You don't do that, you geriatric piece of human garbage. Good fucking God. In good news, our buddy Nismo 4270 sent a $20 Australian super chat. "Hi friends, looks like I'm going back to hospital for more lung cancer treatment. Not looking forward to it. Keep whacking the fuck out of this scumbag so I have something to watch." Will do, my friend. Will do, and all the best. We're thinking out for you, man. Seth wants to say something.
Yeah, man. Just want to say appreciate that and hang in there. Reach out if you need support and hang out in the chat. Good luck to you, brother.
Yeah, we're here. The whole crew's here. You got this, man. You got this. Thank you so very much for the super chat, though. All right, let's get back home and we've got to go from, stuff we care about to this guy. Let's just get it over with.
Palsy, what's your excuse? And he's done a fabulous job for the Lord. I don't know what's happening in your life. All of us have trouble. All of us do. Do something for God anyway. What's your excuse? Johnny Erickson Tada, 17 years old, dove into shallow water, broke her neck, paralyzed neck down. Did a fabulous ministry for the Lord. Still going, okay?
Funny that for as good a ministry as she does for the Lord and all that stuff, he still hasn't magically made her able to just use her body again. That's pretty fucked up. She still feels all that, right, Kent? Her brain still expects signals from there. So all she feels for the entirety of where her body is, as far as her brain is aware, is a perpetual numbness, a white noise that is described by some people as a hell on earth that you never truly get used to. I'm sorry, but you got to be something special, not in the good way, to be living life with that and still be like, oh, I've got to praise God. When your God obviously doesn't give a flying fuck about you. Just Call it as I see it. That's fucked up.
Annie Crosby, American mission worker, poet, lyricist, composer, prolific hymnist. She wrote more than 8,000 hymns and songs. A doctor put the wrong, this is back in the 1800s, put the wrong medicine in her eyes and blinded her for life. 95 years as a blind woman, wrote songs. What's your excuse? Edison said, I've not failed 700 times. I've not failed once. I succeeded in proving those 700 ways will not work. When I've eliminated the ways that will not work, I'll find the way that will. How about this guy?
Quit trying to fucking usurp Edison, you fucking prick. I mean, Edison was a bit of a dickbag in his own right, but still. Also, really, 91? I don't think so, buddy. I think you're full of it. How old does that dude even look to you, Seth?
Not 90.
Yeah, not 91.
91. What's your excuse? The cop said to the guy, why did you run, sir? My wife ran off with a cop and I thought you were bringing her back.
Oh, there's your misogyny. Check that one off your bingo card. And yes, Tyler, this is a Sunday stream, my friend. I'm going to go back. I think you were on his Friday stream. I'm going to go back and I think cover your section individually. I haven't watched anything yet. I've been taking a small break from Hovind, playing like Castlevania and the like, but I'm going to do some catching up. I'm going to try this week, get a few more streams out than normal.
Wonder if that excuse will fly. Okay. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water. A man of understanding will draw it out. Some people got wisdom that you need. You got to sit there and draw it out of them. Come on now, tell me. Talk.
Yeah, like everyone you've ever debated, quote unquote. Maybe you should listen to them.
To me, okay? Most men will proclaim every man his own goodness. But a faithful man, who can find? Who can find a faithful one? Boy, Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 7, we'll get there someday. This I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find an account. That which my soul seeketh, I find not. He said, I've been looking, haven't found one. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. I'd say he searched harder than anybody. He had 700 wives, couldn't find one that was faithful. Okay. Don't be pretentious. Nobody's perfect. Nothing is more annoying than someone who acts like they are perfect. Yeah. Look at me, folks. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm Karen Hovind, and I took random stock images from the internet of people being happy, and somehow I'm making a point. Hovind.
And walketh in his integrity, his children are blessed after him. A king that sitteth in the throne of judgment scattereth away.
Y'all, we are at full 720p 60 hertz on YouTube, and this thing still looks like a fucking buttered potato. You smearing more Vaseline on that lens there? Good God.
All evil with his eyes. Who can say, I've made my heart clean, I am pure from my sin? Nobody can say they're perfect, okay? You think you are? Stay away.
Joe, I have no idea when. I always do these on the spot. Remember, I was never joking when I always said I do these when I get bored. But since Seth is down here and we've basically been hanging out constantly, I'm not exactly that bored. So I have fewer opportunities to do these until he reminds me, dude, you haven't streamed in a while. You may want to do that. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. It's just how it goes now.
From me. Divers weights and divers measures. Both of them are alike abomination to the Lord. That was the custom in those days when you're going to buy something. You go to the store, they had a balance scale. You would weigh out,
Oh yeah, I do remember the calling him a waste of time thing. Did we watch that when it happened? I think we did. I think we caught. Okay, yeah, we caught at the end of that Tyler, because I thought that seemed familiar. Yeah, and he that's it. What a bastard he is.
One ounce of silver for diversity. Different weights and different are abomination. It means God hates it. One of the key themes in this verse is the concept of sin and purity. We're all of sin. And the impossibility of achieving purity you and make you a new person. And when you get to heaven, you lose that old sinful flesh that wants to do wrong, and you're going to only want to do right. I can't wait. I'm ready for that one. I don't want to go today, but okay. Let's see. Divers weights, divers measures. God hates them. Even a child is known by his doings, not.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about the roboting and the like. It's something eating up bandwidth or otherwise Restream acting up.
Talking. What has he accomplished? What have you accomplished in your life? Some people at the end of the day, they can look back at the day and say, I didn't really accomplish anything. That's sad. Whether his work be pure and whether it be right. Even a child. Because I looked up having kids work 10 verses from Proverbs to teach kids about working hard. My dad was good at that.
Just let me know if we're any better, because I'm not gonna know. Because I see it on. Okay, I see it on your end at least going. Yeah, a little better.
We had a map of our property, the house in the middle, had the yard divided up into 4 sections. If you mow this section, you get 25 cents. If you mow the back, you get $1. Back then, you could buy clack with $1, So, and he would say, hey, Dad, I need some money. Okay, take a look at the chart. Had a list of things you can do to earn money. You want to mop the kitchen floor, you get 75 cents. Have a list of things you want done, parents. And when your kid says, I need money, don't give him money. Say, here, take a look. How much you need?
Whole damn stream's gone to shit quality. Yeah, and I'm saying Hovin's end. Yeah, there's. I don't know if that's again on an issue on mine. I don't think that was on Hovin's end, but the internet's acting up a little bit. Nothing I can control. Yeah, Joseph's hacking my goddamn internet gateway. You bastard.
Work all you want. I'll pay you for everything you do. Yeah, just an idea, okay? Having kids work hard. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread. If you plow your field and grow something, you'll have something to eat.
Why do I need to do that? We live in a society with multi-nested specialized industries. I can just go to a store and purchase bread with the money I earn from performing a different necessary task. You should understand this since you're such a staunch capitalist, except the part that involves, you paying taxes. Not that that's intrinsic to capitalism, but that is intrinsic to the economic success of a nation insofar as it exists as a legal entity that needs to function in a capitalist society on the same page as every other individual. It's complicated.
But he that will follow with vain persons, people that just talk all the time, think they're hot stuff, is void of understanding. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness. All they do is think about, how can I do this? How can I accomplish something else? Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. It is not, saith the buyer. When he's gone his way, he boasteth. Oh, that's nothing. But after he gets it off, you think, aha, I got a deal out of that. Poverty found in the Bible a whole bunch of times in the book of Proverbs. Okay.
Really? Because all I see is a bunch of squiggles on the screen. I know I'm blind, but I'm right up on this bitch, and it's still potato quality.
Okay. How to be poor. Read all the Proverbs. Some of you are doing real good at it without reading them. Okay.
And that one was just straight up Kent's end. That wasn't even our end.
Poverty. Let's see. Good of rubies in the lips, but the lip knowledge are a precious jewel. Find somebody with some wisdom. Pick their brain. What do I do in this case? Okay. Take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Some people love it when they deceive you and trick you out of something.
Like Hovind. Well, like all of organized religion.
Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war.
You know what the difference is between a cult and a religion? Tax exempt status.
He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore, meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips. This business of being a talebearer, spreading rumors, spreading gossip, stuff like that, is found all through the Bible. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. They go down to the innermost part of the belly. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Don't meddle with those people. Stay away from talebearers, okay? Where no wood is, the fire goeth out. And where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases. We'll quit talking, most of the fights stop. Yeah.
Huh, that's funny, Kent. If you stopped talking, most of the fight would stop. Also, holy fuck, we've gone into, like, rotten potato category here.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds. They go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Okay. Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. I want you to think this morning, how have you treated your mom and dad? Doesn't matter if they're good or bad. How have you treated them? Bible's got a lot to say about that.
Oh, no. It does matter whether they're quote-unquote good or bad. And they deserve treatment worthy of how they treated you. Full fucking stop.
He that curseth his father or mother shall be put to death. First time it's mentioned, this is in, where the 10 Commandments are. Exodus 20, 10 Commandments. These are the laws God gave. Everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. It's his problem. He earned it. Whoso curseth his father or mother, his lamp shall be put out. There's a generation that curseth father and doth not bless their mother. Jesus said, Matthew 15, God commanded, saying, honor thy father and mother. He that curseth father or mother, let him die the death. Moses said, honor thy father and mother. Whoso curseth.
Let him die the death? Oh, so I'm going to kill you to death. Okay, noted.
Curseth the mother, let him die the death. This is Jesus talking in the red ink. Back in the 10 Commandments, Exodus 20, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth. This is the only commandment that has a promise attached to it. If you honor your mom and dad, you have a long life. Well,
yes, because that's a rule from a barbaric society where insolent children were allowed to just be outright murdered. Because, that's good, and that's quality, and that's what God wants. Hovind.
Want that one? Honor thy father and mother, that thy days may be prolonged. The last book in the Old Testament, Malachi. A son honoreth his father. If I be a father, where's my honor? God says to Malachi, tell the people, you call me your heavenly father. Why don't you honor me? All through Jesus said a whole lot about this business of honoring the father. You can read all those verses on your own. And Ephesians tells us, honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise.
Give me a moment. The nussy's clogged. I got too much Joseph jizz in it. Hovind.
Promise attached. My son, God created a chain of command in the house, in the home, and put the
Bruce Wayne, whatever it is, it's not important. I already checked out. Something about, parents and kids and honoring them and other bullshit from authoritarian hell fucks who think that child abuse is cool.
Father in charge. Whether you want it or not, Dad, you got to make the final decision and suffer the consequences if it's stupid, okay? God orders us to honor our father. The way you treat me will probably be the way your son treats you one day. I tried to honor my father and mother, especially after I got sick.
Oh, God, here we go. Talking about his mommy and his daddy again. While shitting on Eric at the same time.
Say when I was 16. God promised a long life if you do that. I want that. So, you atheists, you're going to have to put up with me for a long time. Then my video is going to keep going after that. Might as well.
Given that he says this regularly, I don't want to hear anyone giving me or anyone else shit if we do videos on Kent's stuff after he's gone. Because he's constantly like, you're going to have to deal with me for a while and my videos will keep going. And it's like, okay, then we'll keep on tearing apart every single video you have until there's nothing left to rip apart of the remaining facets of your pathetic waste of life. I'll have fun doing that. Till eventually the only thing people can find of your work is people like me ripping into it.
That's what pick a new target. Okay. Proverbs, Solomon said his dad, he taught me. He taught me. And my dad taught me so many things, thousands of little practical things.
He taught me how to evade taxes. He taught me how to get all my friends killed. He taught me how to do horrible things to women. Yep, my dad was a real good person.
When we're working on a car, he'd explain why. how do brakes work? I know how brake systems work. I know how propulsion systems, U-joints. I can take it.
Propulsion systems, U-joints. You're just making shit up, Kent. You don't know shit. Any information you know is outdated and is probably incorrect in its outdatedness. I mean, I know a lot about old, obsolete shit, but you don't know fuck about ass.
The car apart. I don't have time, but I know how to do it. Okay. If your dad didn't teach you, quit complaining.
Oh, Nimrod, quite honestly, I should do that. I should edit a Kent stream to where it's nothing but stuff that actually, has any sense to it. Probably be about 3 minutes.
You break that chain and do it for your kids. Quit saying, well, my dad didn't teach me, therefore, shut up. His dad died when he was a teenager of a long, lingering illness, tuberculosis. He didn't get a chance to teach my dad much of anything. And so Dad said, I'm going to break the chain. He would go to the library and read books on how to build a birdhouse. Come home. Okay, boys, we're going to build a birdhouse. We did not know it, but he was just barely staying ahead of us.
Let's just build a birdhouse. We're just doing it. That's what we do because we live in the motherfucking depression.
He would learn something and then teach us. You can do the same thing. Quit making excuses. He taught us how to earn money, how to spend money wisely.
Chris from Ricket Talk says, is this the same Kent that begs for a mechanic every time one of those Jeeps breaks down? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got him. That is a hell of a comment. Yeah, gold star. When's the big pin coming out? Good question. I put odds at straight 2-1 that the big pin gets brought up.
How to the difference between passive and active income. Their dad. And Tom Pisano was one of my best friends. He's now pastoring a church in Peoria.
Passive income is get a bunch of idiots to give you money. Active income is get a bunch of idiots to give you money in real time. All for Jesus, of course. Hovind.
If anybody goes, Christ Church, I think is the name of it. If you live near Peoria, go say Tom. But Hovind says hi and come down and visit your land.
3 minutes. I think I can pull 3 minutes out of a Hovind video and make it still, that's actually worthwhile. Depends on the video.
Tom and I, he was an older Christian and older in the Lord. He taught me a lot of stuff. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
He just broke the very idea of needing a dad to teach you stuff by the principle of his own dad going to the library and reading books. So obviously one can learn through other methods. So congratulations, Kent. You just played yourself.
Inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. Look, you might get something, you might steal something from somebody, get an inheritance early, but it won't be blessed long term. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord. He shall save thee. Divers weights, that means diverse, different, are an abomination to the Lord, and a false balance is not good. Man's goings are of the Lord.
Then shouldn't it actually be diverse with the E at the end? What the fuck, Kent?
How can a man then understand his own way? It's a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and after vows to make inquiry.
I love how there's all these passages that aren't saying a goddamn thing. This is all just fucking idiotic sophistry from people who knew fuck all. Like, this is weak sauce sophistry.
A wise king scattereth the wicked. See, you want a leader, a judge.
Weird, Kent, because you seem to be attracting all the wicked between the people who hang out at DAL, or alternately people like me who you think are wicked seem to be attracted to you in some way. Probably not because you're wise at all. Probably because you're a fucking moron who won't shut his goddamn mouth after having been proven wrong to the nth fucking degree. And so, to make the SpongeBob quote once again, how many times do we have to keep teaching you this lesson, old man?
The leader of the business, the leader of the company, the leader of the church, the leader of the home, to be wise to make decisions. Because kids will do things, if you're the dad, where it gets kind of tough to make the right decision. What do I do here? Okay, how do I handle this? The king has to do this with the whole country. A wise judge has to do that with...
Still from the prison. God damn it. Seth just rocked out something. I was going to mimic it. Still from the government and in prison for a decade. Hold on.
Their whole district, whether it be, whatever.
I remember, Kent, you remember to change oil. Did you remember to pay tax? Hold
You need a wise, pray for wisdom. The spirit of the man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. That phrase, candle of the Lord, reminded me of Lester Roloff.
Who the hell is this fucking dinosaur? It's the goddamn Crypt Keeper. What up, bro? You got any crazy stories starring Joe Pesci for us? No, this is Lester Roloff. I don't know why, but he looks like he's probably Nazi tangential, so, I don't know. Let's look up this sumbitch. Lester Roloff, but a roll off a goddamn cliff. Pastor, I don't give a fuck. Share his tab instead. Born June 28, 1914, Dawson, Texas. Died November 2nd, 1982, Norman, Texas. Christian radio ministry, blah, blah, blah. Nazi. Okay, nothing came up with Nazi. His Rebecca Home for Girls. Oh, yeah, that does sound creepy at all. Right, I don't want to go any further than this. Let's see what Kent has to say about this guy.
If you've ever heard of Lester Roloff, he was a great preacher many years ago in Corpus Christi, Texas. If anybody can find, he preached a famous sermon called "The Mule Walked On." Somebody Google that and find it and send it to me for Brother Meister, because he was working at Hiles Anderson College security, and somebody threatened Brother Hiles, and he said he was out chasing the bad guy. And when Lester Roloff came and preached that sermon at Hiles Anderson, it'd be hilarious and so true. It's about the story of Absalom. Got his hair caught in the tree, and the mule walked on. So please get that, send it to Brother Meister, or at least send a link for it. The phrase, the candle of the Lord, from Proverbs 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wondered what a wall of text qualified as, this is it. Holy fuck, Hovind.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the...
Kent, there's actually a notes section in presentation software where you put in what you want to say. That's where this goes. That's where all this goes. You don't make a dedicated slide to this shit. Then again, you're a fucking moron.
Inward parts of the belly. This verse is referenced in discussions about an American fundamentalist independent Baptist preacher who often emphasized the spiritual significance of the lamp or candle in religious contexts. Lester Roloff interpreted this biblical imagery to maintain the importance of spiritual vigilance. Yeah. He connected the concept to the idea of personal accountability and the consequences of disobedience. I heard hundreds of Lester Roloff sermons growing up. How'd you do that? He was in Texas. I know. I'll show you that. There are hundreds and hundreds of his great sermons from this place, soulwinning.info. I don't know anything.
He never knows anything about these places, but he recommends them constantly. It's like, come on, Kent. If I wanted to listen to weird audio from forever ago, I'd listen to the Evan Doorbell phone tapes again. Just go through the whole assortment. Relive that wonderful tunk of number 5 crossbar, the ch-ch-ch of panel, the silence of ESS, the different ring types all around the world, all around the country primarily, but, or just the craziness of the French system. I like old phone tech. You know what I don't like? Fucking jerkasses like Hovind and this Lester fuckface. Scamming ass pieces of shit.
About them. All I know is they collect Lester Roloff sermons.
But Chris, tell us how you really feel. Oh, I am. Don't worry.
And you can buy them just for a donation on a cassette tape or MP3.
You can buy them on just for a donation, a cassette tape E3.
CD or whatever.
So they're not being given out free. You've got to donate for the sermons. Huh. Interesting. It seems like they're profiting off a dead dude. Which, it's whatever, but that just seems a little scummy. For scum people, mind you. How does that work?
They do it, okay? As a new Christian, I listened to hundreds and maybe even thousands of good sermons of great men of God as I drove back and forth to East Peoria Community High School, 6.4 miles away.
No one fucking cares. This is why I say the man has autism. He has to add in these random ass little factoids like they matter. But he's so unaware of the fact that he's got these quirks. At least I'm fucking aware of it. Damn.
As a new Christian, Dr. Lauren Dawson, my pastor, had started the gospel tape ministry. He had over 10,000 sermons on audio
The entire collection of Jim Jones.
cassette.
He was the first one to bring about tape 052, the death tape.
Every week. Hey, Brother Hovind, you got to listen to this. Listen to this. I probably heard 10 sermons every week, driving back and forth. The Gospel Tape Ministry, now directed by Dr. Nickenbacker, who serves as the current director, continuing the legacy of Dr. Lauren Dawson. He was my pastor. Pastored Bethel Baptist Church in Pekin, Illinois.
Excuse me, I always get the number mixed up. The tape in question is tape Q042 from Jonestown. Let's continue.
That's where I went for 12 years. He established the Gospel Tape Ministry, really started by Pastor Dawson's dad, Cody Dawson. Charity Ministries in Pennsylvania. Charity Ministry.
No, Hovind got to drive his Volkswagen Bug uphill both ways through the snow. 15 miles total to get to East Peoria Community High School in East Peoria, Illinois, when he lived at 123 Fuck You Lane, area code 66666. You know, that kind of shit.
.org. You want to get a bunch of good sermons? Hey, fill your.
And yes, I know I just said area code when I mean zip code. Don't at me.
Kids' head. Fill your own head with the Bible, with good preaching. What are your children filling their mind with?
Seth ain't kidding. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Fuck you, Kent. What was it? Champions of Norath? Champions of Norath. Yeah, he's just been rocking that while I play Castlevania over here. I got some crazy stuff I want to do, and you know, show him like, hey, Symphony of the Night. I'm cool with that game. I like it. I'm good at it.
You're listening to? Are you sure that pleases God? Some people wonder why my kid went bad. Duh, you did it yourself.
Look in the mirror, Kent. You wonder why Eric doesn't like you. Maybe there's a reason. You fucking dim-witted idiot.
That's the result you're going to get. They say insanity is doing something the same way and expecting a different result.
No, that is not in any way, shape, or form the definition of insanity. And I'm so fucking tired of people using that goddamn Far Cry 3 line as if it's some sort of actual definition. It's not.
You're insane. Okay? The glory of young men is their strength. The beauty of the old man is a gray head. The blueness of a wound cleanseth away evil. Guess you got to spank them till they're black and blue sometimes, and then get rid of the evil in their life. So do stripes the inward parts of the belly. Anyway, end of Proverbs chapter 20. Questions or comments real quick?
End of Hovind, chapter 666. SpongeBob over there looking like he just found the good LSD.
Quick, Joseph. A lot of good wisdom in there from Solomon.
There was no good wisdom in there. That was fucking stupid. I've heard a lot of stupid crap, but that was fucking dumb, and you didn't make it any better.
Nothing urgent? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Tomorrow night, Proverbs chapter 21. Come visit Dinosaur Adventureland.
No, I won't. You fucking piece of shit. I don't want to visit your stupid fucking death cult.
Really a lot of fun.
It's really a lot of fun. Unless you drown in the lake, or the damn zip line collapses, or you fall off a rock climbing wall and break your fucking back. Shoot you with a fucking fire hose and rip the skin off. You know, expose your organs for Jesus. I mean, dude, just like, no one wants to come to your fucking shitty ass theme park. No one with any goddamn sense. I can think of I live in fucking Memphis, dude, and I can still think of 1,000 things I'd rather do. Like, take a long walk through Orange Mound. That would be more fun than going to fucking DAL. Alright? And honestly, I joke. It's a bad area in thought only. It's actually not so bad. But the stereotype creates the, illusion of, oh shit, this is a bad neighborhood. It's like, nah. It's a very tight-knit community. With some people who are fucking full of shit. Anyway, it's enough about Memphis. The point is, there's a lot of shit I could do here. Some of it dangerous that would still be more fun. There's some century-old architecture I could go that just exploring in. I'll take my chances with vagrants. Safer there than what the fuck you're doing.
If you don't know what to do with your life,
oh no, I'd really just rather be downtown right now than watching Hovind.
Start something like this in your area. You could start a creation ministry. You can do it sitting in your home on your computer, have a creation ministry, amazing things that evolutionists cannot
How about this? Hail Satan.
explain, and start putting it together. Why do the horseshoe crabs have blue blood? Why?
I don't know, Kent. Why don't you ask an expert on that branch of life, and they could probably explain it to you. You won't believe it, and again, they can explain it to you, but they can't understand it for you. You like that little line, so maybe you should take it amongst yourself and realize, oh, it applies to you as well, you fucking idiot.
Oh, they know the chemical reason why. Why? How does it?
That would be why, you idiot. That is the answer.
Give God the glory for his creation. I did a whole series. Is
Prove your God, dumbass.
that around here somewhere, Joseph? Creation ABC. I think I did a whole series called Making Babies.
Yeah, because you had to make sure to have a published thing where you talk about animal reproduction for like 30 fucking videos, and that's not weird at all. Let's just take a moment to remind you that this Christian, this Baptist pastor, has a video series dedicated to animals fucking. Where he talks about the 15-foot long barnacle penis and the 15-foot long whale penis, and he's really obsessed with animals' penises. But he's the good one. He's the decent person, and we're the scum. I'm the horrible person who deserves the shitty comments I get on my videos all the time. But Hovind, oh no, he's spreading the Lord's work about, the Lord's message about 15-foot whale penises. Can't say scoot over, honey. What a fucking prick.
Different animals make babies. And in front of me, and ask people, can you explain how this evolved? You atheists didn't handle any of them. Why don't
Except AJ actually did explain the frog one. And other people have torn these things apart, and all of this is pretty well understood, I want to think, on every single species given that you bring up, given that we understand reproduction pretty damn well. I don't think there's too many mysteries there.
you explain?
There's a lot you don't understand about it, even though you somehow successfully did it a few times, but, it's kind of hard to stop chemicals from doing what they do.
You explain, let's see, how the echidna makes babies, and explain how that evolved, that process, or the platypus, or the ducks, the hens, the chickens, the hippopotamus, the velvet worm. I go through all kinds of different animals, and just to simply ask the question, can you give a scientific explanation to explain it? Here's creation that destroys evolution. A through Z. This one is
I just need a book, Facts That Destroy Creation, and it's literally the fucking encyclopedia. Just it's a straight up the DVD ROM of an entire encyclopedia set.
DEF. Could you explain how this evolved? Nobody does it, Joseph. What happened?
DTF? No, Kent. No one's DTF. Not when you're around.
I thought they.
Oh, look at how many DVDs I had made. I sent my files to a company and they did this and I paid them money. Oh, that makes me so much better. I should honestly produce DVD sets of all my streams.
15 different items asking, how did this evolve? Let's see. Dragonflies, dandelions, dolphins, the diaphragm.
Don't you be talking about goddamn dragonflies. I fucking love dragonflies. And Seth has seen this. I have a lot of dragonfly related stuff and a lot of harp seal related stuff. Those are my animals right there. And seahorses. I don't know why. That's like 3 animals I really like. Dragonflies, seals, and seahorses. And crows and other stuff. I mean, there's a lot of little stuff.
The eucalyptus tree, echidna.
You can't ever pronounce echidna correctly. That is a sin in our community there, Kent. You forget, we at Zadar worship the echidna. All hail Knuckles full of grapes.
Eyes. You want to strengthen your kids' faith in the Bible? Get this series, have them listen to this instead of the latest junk music out there. Okay, and is that the same thing here? Yeah, creation.
The same thing here, creation. Hovind. It's a shrine to Hovind. I just give to God the glory, and the God is really me, the Hovind.
Let's go to drdino.com. We have lots of stuff up there. We want to strengthen your faith in the Word of God and help your children grow up in this wicked.
Go to Zadara.com. I have a lot more on there than you do on drdino.com.
Good world and serve God. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow night for Proverbs 21. Come visit. Bye.
Fuck you, Hovind. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, Hovind refuses to ever learn anything. Full stop. He's just fucking stupid. That's it. That's all there is to it. But all right, this has gone just over an hour. Excelente. Real quick, Zoso asking a question: how did VHS tapes evolve into DVDs? There had to be the digital change there. You can't just get digital data from analog data. It's not how it works, Holvin. Only thing Ken has changed since the 90s is trading in cheesy suits for cheesy Hawaiian shirts. Well, you know, he has learned a few things to sort of sharpen how he sounds, because if you watch his oldest videos, he sounds like even more of a bumbling idiot than he does normally, saying things like, oh, that's a symbiosis relationship instead of symbiotic relationship, and other little things that he's since corrected. But if you go to his early work and some of his properly released seminars, he talks like a fucking idiot. I mean, more than now. Like an idiot for even him. So it's impressive how far he got, knowing even less accurately about this stuff than he does now. But I digress. Basically, it was bullshit. But one last thing I want to share. Deviant had put some of her, holy shit, this stuff is it's fucking beautiful. I'm actually not going to be able to easily, like, non-trivially share or trivially share this stuff in thing. If you're not in Discord, fucking hit up the Discord. Her miniature work is absolutely incredible. Just straight up. I mean, okay, let me I can make one pop up without, god, that's so cool. All right, let's open the link. Wrong damn link. Wrong browser. Give me a sec. Boom. All right. Give me a second there. It acted up. Let me share the tab. I mean, look at this. This is miniature. This is tiny. God damn. Even got some skills. Little book. So fucking nice. So fucking nice. Helps if I'm not maximized. God damn it. There you go. There you go. So I always check these things. I hate the function. When I reshare something, it should just change things. Look at this. So freaking nice.
Hard to get a grasp on the scale. It is so small.
Damn. That's crazy awesome. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. But all right. That is sorry, I was reading my chat. Y'all are always awesome. Get a little distracted in it. Anyway, y'all are fucking awesome as always. Hopefully some more streams, bit more regularly around here. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of take things as I see them. You know, call some videos. I'm not gonna try to hit every video anymore for a while till I can get back into the groove of that. Trying to get a lot crammed into short afternoons. But yeah, that's that.